Hi everyone, it's me Steve, the data guy. So I want to take us through a new challenge I am participating in now. I told you I'm part of a community that does this monthly challenge. So the challenge for April is here, and the data set is available. You know, it has about 9 tables in it, and then we have to do an exploratory data analysis. Basically, the data is for exploratory data analysis. We have some questions to answer. So, but then before actually answering these questions, sorry. Okay, before actually answering these questions and doing this EDA, I want to clean the data first, because as a data analyst, I can't just do you can't just give me a data frame or a data set and tell me to make an exploratory data analysis on it. I have to see if it's dirty first, because I can't make an exploratory data analysis with a dirty data set. So after I examined the data set, I saw that there are dirts in it. So I thought of it, to clean the data set before engaging in the EDA. So I already did it. In fact, I did it yesterday, and I spent most of my time. I spent most of my time yesterday, um, about 70% of my time yesterday, just doing this cleaning, and eventually I was able to do it. I was able to, fix it up. So there is a dictionary about this data set. So I just want us to check the dictionary, and I'm trying to check the dictionary in this case. So this is the dictionary. What the data set is basically about. So you can just read it to this place, to this particular place here. Olit is a Brazilian e-commerce platform that connects small and medium-sized businesses to customers across Brazil. The platform operates as a marketplace where merchants can list their products and services, and the customers can browse and purchase them online. So basically, that's what this data frame is all about. It's a data frame about a Brazilian e-commerce platform. So we'll be looking at the data, and this is the dictionary. These are what the columns in each table talks about. So I told you, like I said, I already did I already did the cleaning, but I'm just going to explain everything for clarity's sake. So at first I imported pandas, as PD, because basically the cleaning we are going to be doing is going to be done by pandas. So I imported each tables into pandas. There are 9 tables basically, so I imported them all into pandas, and then I am going to clean each. I'm going to start like each tables. So the first table is the customers table. I checked the head and everything. So these are the head of the customers table. This is the customer ID, customer unique ID, customer zip, customer city, and customer state. This is the customer table basically. So I checked the unique values of the city to see if there are any misspellings or duplicates, or any irregularity in the customer city, and then I found out that there are no irregularity in it, and everything is okay. They are in their right data type. The zip code is the int data type. The rest are in object data type, because of course they are objects or strings. So I checked the next table. That's the geolocation head, the geolocation table, and I checked the head. So but this particular geolocation table, I saw that there is a duplicate of Sao Paulo, and there is one written with the sign, and there is another one written. Basically, clearly they're talking about the same thing, but that sign, you know, made it an irregularity. You know, if we're going to talk about, if we're going to use the one with sign, let's use the one with sign. If we're going to use the one without sign, let's just use it instead of having them separated. It won't make, it's not going to make it look clean. So basically, what I'm going to do now is to, you know, remove this one and use this one. So this is my observation here. From the look of the unique values in the geolocation city column, we can see that there is a duplicate of Sao Paulo, which is as a result of misspelling. Of course, it's as a result of misspelling. We have to choose one, and that will be Sao Paulo. To solve this, we have to define a function that will make the change for us. Of course, there are different ways we can go about this. In fact, we can use, I guess we can use lambda, the lambda function to make this happen. But then I like to define a function because, you know, it's as though I create life into something and tell it to do something. So I defined a function called Sao. You know, I told Sao that anywhere it sees Sao with the sign, replace it with Sao without the sign. And you know, I applied Sao to the geolocation city colon, and then applied it to the colon, and now everything is in order. We can see the initial duplicate and the spelling here. Now we just see just one, and you know, that's a good uniformity. And you know, the data type is object, which of course is true. It's an object data type. So you know, I checked the other colon, which is the unique value in the state colon, and I couldn't see any irregularity there or misspelling. I checked if there are null values in them, but then there are no null values in them. So definitely this table is now clean. So on to the next table. That's the other item table. So I checked the head, you know, I checked everything, and I see that there's a date, time, there's a date time colon here. But let's check if it's in the right data type. So after checking the information about that colon, I saw that this shipping limit date is actually in an object data type instead of a date time data type. So that's there are no null values, so that's basically the only change and cleaning we'll do in this. We'll have to change the column, the shipping limit date column, to a date time data type. Okay, now this is my observation. From observation, we can see that the shipping limit date is of the object data type, which means it's just a string. I will have to change it from being an object data type to a date time data type. So to do that, we just basically have to take the colon and then, you know, change it to a date time data type. It's not really something hard, you know, just write the code of pandas to date time, and then you repeat the table and the colon you want to change to date time, and then input everything into a particular colon. So you know, it's that simple. After changing it, you know, I felt, what if I actually like split the table and then have the time in the colon and the date in the colon instead of having them compressed together, you know, to avoid clustering. Though it doesn't matter, it's just like a personal choice for me. So that's basically what I did. I created a new colon called shipping limit date, and I created another new colon called shipping limit time. And what I did was to split the shipping limit date colon and then extract the date and put it into this colon, and extract the time and put it into this colon. Is that I was able to achieve that using this .dt code here. What .dt does is to extract the date and time, you know. So you know, if you check the head now, you see that the date and time has been extracted. The one with dates is over here, the one with time is over here, but they are, you know, talking about the same thing. So, but another irregularity is this shipping limit date is still here. We can't have, they are both talking about the same information. I just did it, you know, for clarity's sake. That's why I had to split the information, but we can't have this information here and also have it here. So the best thing to do is just to drop this particular column. So that's just what I did. I dropped colon, I dropped the shipping limit colon, and then if you check the head now, you see that the shipping limit date has been extracted off, and now we have only the shipping limit date here and the shipping limit time here. So that, you know, is clean. You know, it's clean. It's no issue with that. So the next table to talk about is the order payment table. So if you check the order payment table head and everything, there are no null values. Um, there are no null values. The whole data type and order, everything is okay. There are no duplicates or cloning. After checking the unique values for the payment type, because of course we can have an irregularity here. We can write some written in capital letter. We can have some having misspellings. We can have some having numbers in them. So that's the essence of checking the unique values in this particular column. So I actually checked the unique values in this particular column, and I saw that there are no irregularities here. Everything is structured well, no issue. So basically this table is clean. So on to the next table is the order review. You can see that there are no values here. There are no values here. There are no values, Yeah, this particular table needs it needs special cleaning. So after checking the information, I like to call checking the information of a particular table or data set. I like to call it checking the skeleton, because of course that's like the core of the table. Checking the information, where we can be able to check the null values, the data type, and the number of columns. The number of records in the column in the table. I just like to call it my skeleton. So when I check the skeleton now, I can see that basically there are 100,000 records in this particular table. But for the review comments title and for the review comments message, is not up to 100,000. This is 11,715 records, and this is 41,753 records instead of 100,000 records. You understand? So that's an issue on its own. And now we can see here also timestamp is a timestamp. Timestamp basically talks about a date and time, But now look at it, it's written as an object, so that's another thing you have to do. So basically, what I actually did here, was to drop the table. But I guess I shouldn't drop this table, review comment title, review comment message. So it's talking about message, the message, a review message, and the title for the comment. You understand? The comment, there's a comment message, and there's a title for the comment. So what I did initially was to drop the two tables, but then I feel I shouldn't drop the two tables. I feel I should just fill the place with NAs, with no comment title, and the one with and the one with no comments message, I should fill them with no message or no comments. I guess that's what I should do instead of just dropping the two tables. So let's see. I guess I should do that. I'm trying to load it all inside, and then yeah. So yeah, from here, from here. So I'm thinking of filling the end. So what to do is review dot question. Let's see if this code will work. Yes, it did. So the next is oh, review dot. So now I will check the info. Yeah, now you can see that everything is now uniform. We now have values in them. Instead of initially what I did yesterday was to draw the table, but I now thought about it like why should we draw the table when there are value comments there that can point at a direction to us. So if there are no comments there, let us tell that there is no comment there. But if there is a comment there, let's just know how we can use that particular comment. So now what I will do is to cut this code and this code, yeah, and then I guess I should cut this one too, and then give my report here. Okay. Fill the values with NaN. Fill the values. Fill the null values. Fill the null values in the columns with no comment title and no comment. Okay, it should be up. Yep. So that's just what I did here. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have a clean. What next to do now is what next to do now is to work on the let me see, review don't have it. Okay. So what I did next was to change the review creation. Okay, now I understand. Okay, now I understand. Run. Yeah. Can we now see the ones with no title, having no title, no comment title, no comment, no comment title, no comment, no comment title, no comment. This one doesn't have a title, but it has a comment. You can see this one doesn't have a title, but it has a comment. So I guess this is a more sensible way to do it instead of just dropping the two tables. And then what next to do now is to change these two last columns. I'm supposed to state it here. Okay. Change the data type of the last two columns to date, time, d-type. Boom. So that's just what I did here now. Everything is now perfect. We run this, run. Now we can see. You can see that everything is now perfect. The table is clean. So the next in line is the orders table. If you check the orders table, check it over here, you can see that this has 99. The primary records in this table, the primary records in this table is 99,441 records. So there are some that are not 99,000, just like the order delivery carrier date and the order delivered carrier date, order delivered customer date. You know, even this particular one approved at, you know, they have some null values in them. So you can see that some columns have null values in them, and we have to do necessary imputation. Of course, we have to do the necessary imputation. Also, some columns are not in their right data type. We have to fix it. What column is that? Okay, yeah, like the date column. You know, so there's some date column that if we do the necessary imputation, we'll be able to change these particular ones to a date time or a date data type. You know. So what to do is just to change the ones that I being able to change, you know. So before I was able to know what to impute in it, I had to check the full table of the ones with null values in them. And when I check their order status, I can see that it's cancelled. So that had me thinking that the ones without an approved date or a delivered date is probably as a result of the order being cancelled, because most of them, the reason why they don't have an approved date is their orders are cancelled. So if I check the unique or the order status unique, I can see that, in fact, I'm supposed to move this up. It's not supposed to be down. It's not supposed to be down. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So after that, if I check the order status, the unique values in the order status, I can see that there are some cancelled orders there, you know, and there are some unavailable orders there. So if an order is unavailable or cancelled, definitely there can be an approved date or a delivered date. So that got me thinking of just filling the instead of filling them with, you know, an imaginary date, which of course will make the table false and being unable to use. I just had to fill the NaN values with 0. So now if we check the skeleton of the data of the table, you can see that there are no null values. So what we have to do next now is to change the data type for the table. So I just change the data type for the necessary ones that that we can change, and then you can see that these two tables have been changed to date time data type, and now everything looks okay. So what next to do now is to go to the product table. That's the next table in line. After checking the product table, you know, this is the product table. You know, I assume that there will be irregularities in the category name, probably misspellings or putting some in uppercase and lowercase, you know, those kind of irregularities or misspelling. So I found out that there's nothing like that, and everything is okay. And they are also in their right data type. You know, they're in the right data type. Also, there are no null values in it. So basically, this product table is very clean. You know. Next in line is the sellers table. After checking the sellers table, I initially thought there would be irregularities also in the seller city. You know, probably misspelling or some issues, but unfortunately there are no misspellings there. Not like I understand these cities, but then if there are misspellings there, I will pinpoint it out. But then I checked everything, there are no misspellings. So basically everything is clean. The table is clean because of course there are no null values in it, you know, and they are in the right data type. So checking the last table, which is the category name, also there are no issues there and everything is okay. You know, so the next thing to do now is to save the files. So I initially, you know, I made a change up concerning the order review table, and I already saved the previous one. So what I have to do now is just to delete the previous one and then save this new table. So I'm thinking of even clearing all this. Let me clear everything here. Yeah, so now let me save everything again. Oh, is there an issue? I think there's an issue. This one's directory. Oh, it's probably I should have deleted all the files. That's where the issue. Anyway, there where I can get it back. Fuck. Oops, back. Ctrl Z. Thank God for Ctrl Z. Wow. Wow. So now we can run it again. Wow. Where do we have the issue? Everything ran to this place. Everything ran to this place. So that's the first unique. And I'll be here. Let me just get this off and then cut and then run below. Yep. So we're back in line. So now what to do now is if I want to save the file, I have to delete all this cleaning and the ones that are cleaning this, because those are the previous file I extracted yesterday, you know, before doing the new cleaning today. So what I'll do is just to extract this once, delete them, and then save the new ones. Delete. So now these are the stable files, and then let me run it all again. Boom. So let's open this now. Yep. So now these are the clean data set here, the ones with clean. But yeah, it's just saving it. Can you see it saving it? Saving the file now. Yeah, it's just saving it. Now we have the clean files here. These are the clean. The files with clean in front of them are the ones that are just clean. So now let's check what made me do this new cleaning is the review table, the other review. So this is the clean one. I check the clean one now. See everything here. Ooh, what's happening? Alright, I'm so happy I'm able to do that new cleaning now, because dropping the table doesn't sit right with me. So you can see their comments here, and the ones without comments have no comments in them. So now this is the right way to clean. Yeah. So the ones without comments tied to okay. This is review. This is review and comments message. This is where the comments message are supposed to be stored. But there are some without messages, so the ones without message have no comments in them. the one without comment title have no comment title in them, so you can see their comment title. And so basically this is dope. I like this. I'm so happy. So now watch out for the next EDA, and let me know what you think in the comment section, or probably you can send an email, and bye.